Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are taking it down to the mat with this quick total body toning Pilates routine. All you will need is a ball. If you don't have a ball, you can use a cushion or even a weight. So no excuses, grab something, roll out your mat, and let's get ready to burn.
Alright, so we're going to get started with a core warm-up, and if you guessed that this would involve planking, then correct! Yes, of course it's going to involve planking. So, come into your plank, step one. Step one, come into plank. So shoulders over wrist, navel is pulling in tight. We're going to take an inchworm here, so you'll go in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs stay as straight as possible. Go out 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you're there, you're going to tap hand to opposite shoulder, rotate onto the sides of the feet, reach up, side plank, bring it down, and we're going to go in for 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, shoulder tap, side plank, hold for just a second, expanding across the chest and upper back. Luna's about to join us. She can't quite make up her mind. Oh, no. She's changed course. Not interested in my planking today. So keep it going here, just nice straight lines. I'm probably gonna get a little bit sweaty today because it's real hot. We're having, I guess, a heat wave in Madrid. I don't know, Madrid is hot in the summer, that's a fact. So I don't know if I'd call this a heat wave or just like Madrid in the summer. I like it, can't lie. But we do not have air conditioning, so it's a bit hot in here. Everything's closed up, that's why it might look like a cave behind me, because it is a cave. It's my fortress of solitude, for those of you who have seen Smallville. Updates. Last time I checked in a video, I was watching Smallville. Now I'm almost finished with Smallville, and I'm feeling a really deep and devastating sense of loss. So that's where I currently stand. Hold your plank here. From plank, you're just going to shift back to downward dog. Reach across the body, touch opposite ankle or shin or knee, wherever you can get to. Come back to plank. And we'll just alternate here. So if you have any series recommendations for when I experience my devastating loss, I'm going to be finishing it within the week. I've started to ration my episodes because they're running out. So that is my current status. It's so good. So good. I'm looking at one called like Roswell, New Mexico. It's not the original Roswell. It's like a new one that's currently in production. 2 more here. And also I've been recommended one called Kingdom, which is now on Netflix and involves Nick Jonas from the lost years of the Jonas Brothers. So I might give that a whirl. So from here, shoulders staying over wrists, you're just gonna start to keeping the legs straight, tiptoe the feet forward. So we're gonna go in about 4 steps and then back, 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 back to plank. Again, tiptoeing in. So you're creating like a little hollow in the navel, tucking up into it, almost as if you were going to go up into a handstand here. So yes, it is a lot in the shoulders. That's all that can be said about that. It is a lot in the shoulders, but you're engaging the abs as well. It's a core warm-up. Also a nice little stretch for the back body. And a couple more here. Last one. And then you'll just hold in this plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. You can take a child's pose there. Why not? Why not? So we should be feeling nice and warm here. Maybe give the wrists a bit of a circle out. We're gonna come back to the wrists or forearms, alternatively. This is where we're going to grab our ball. One of my favorite tools. Whoa. So come to either hands and knees or forearms and knees if the wrists are a bit sassy. Ball is going to go behind the left knee here. Squeeze in on it. So I recommend flexing the foot because you just get a bit of a better grip there. So flat back either here or here as you prefer. You're going to exhale, lift, inhale, touch kneaded floor. Exhale, lift, inhale, touch. Make sure that you are keeping the navel squeezed in tight and you're not putting a ton of weight into the shoulders. And then go past that first point of resistance. Get it nice and high, so like like you're putting a footprint on the ceiling. There it is. I'm having difficulty forming speech today. Today in the heat. Also, I realized that this week, my kombucha bill has been through the roof. I think because like every day when I'm in a certain part of Madrid, there's like this ice cream place that I really like called Giolato, if you live in Madrid, and they have really good non-dairy ice creams. And every day, hello Leo, every day that I'm there, I'm like, oh, should I get ice cream today? Is today I get the day I get ice cream? And then I'm like, no, I'll make a healthier choice and get a kombucha instead. So I've been getting like 4 kombuchas every week, and they're not that cheap. Keep it up, and pulse, but so refreshing in the heat. Little tiny pulses, keep squeezing that ball tight. Leo is really excited about this exercise for some reason. Hello. Leo, do you like when mom has a big donk? Yes, you do. That sounded so weird. Okay, anyway. Leo's here. Leo doesn't understand how heat works, and so like anytime I'm exercising and sweaty, he's all about it, and it's like, please let me come closer and rub up against you. Why? But why? Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep it high. You're going to squeeze in on that ball. So this is where you get that little crampy feeling. Keep pulling navel up and in. Shoulders are relaxed. And that knee stays high, so don't think you get to drop it down just because we're not lifting the leg right now, we're just squeezing. It maintains that height. Thanks for joining us, Leo. Leo's the mascot. He seems to be doing all right in the heat. I think he's adapting. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Final thing here. You're gonna do 1 pulse, 1 squeeze. Pulse, squeeze. Pulse, squeeze, pulse, squeeze. Remember, if you're feeling the lower back, that would be a good reason to go down to the elbows here. Pulse, squeeze, pulse, squeeze. Also, because I'm a weirdo who never calls like pets by their real names, I've begun referring to him as Clark Kent. It just looks like a little Clark Kent. Here's 4. Is it burning? 3, 2, and 1, and release. The real issue is that like, I'm not sure he knows what his real name is. You're gonna keep the ball on that same leg, FYI. You're gonna come down onto opposite side, so you'll be down the right side. Okay, don't mind me, I'll just go over here. But if you could move your tail, that'd be cool, thanks, okay. So we're gonna do a modified pretzel position here. So bottom leg is going to be forming a right angle here with ankle, knee, hand, all in line with the edge of the mat. So see how we have a little square here? That's what we want. Ball's still in the same place. You're gonna touch knee, exhale, lift. Inhale, touch, exhale, lift. Keeping hips stacked, navel pulling in. And then the other thing here is make sure you're not just like collapsing into that right shoulder. No, he knows his name, but the majority of the time I refer to him by other names. I'm sweating, this ball is sliding. So just as necessary. He's just so cute and perfect. If you have a pet and it is hot where you are, how is your pet dealing with the heat? Hopefully it's doing okay. I suppose it's worse for dogs because they have to go outside and the ground is hot and all that jazz. One more here. Keep it up and little tiny pulses here. So try not to let anything else move. Everything else is nice and steady. That is where this is a core exercise and you're just doing little tiny pulses here. It's really hard to hold that ball if you start sweating, which, I mean, perhaps you will. It gets a bit slippery. Anyway, that's my current status. Makes it a little harder. Good. Added challenge. Hooray. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it there. And same thing as we did before. You're squeezing in on the ball. This time it's a little harder. I need to like towel off this ball before I do the other side. Slash my leg. I don't know. Something. Ah! Tail in the face. Hi there. Hello. So to anybody who says that cats are not affectionate, go for 3, 2, 1, keep it there, and you're just gonna push it back. So foot is flexed, little rotation there, hip still stays close. So you're not like opening like that. It's just a push back, so you're squeezing at the glute. Every cat I've ever had has been super affectionate. So they can be. They certainly can be. And go for 4, should be feeling the abs here as well. 3, licking my arm, 2, and 1, and then final thing here, 1 pulse, 1 squeeze. 1 pulse, 1 squeeze. Pulse, squeeze, pulse, squeeze. It is a very affectionate breed also, this one. Siberian, that's what Leo is. He's a Siberian. Also, if you're allergic to cats, hypoallergenic. Fun fact. I'm just trying to sell everybody on Siberians right now. And go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, whoa, hello. All right, that was a little sweaty. Just dry that off, just towel that off, that'll be just fine. I'm gonna flip around here just to show you guys the other side. Excuse me. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, okay, yeah, come over here now. That's great. And ball will go behind the right leg now. Excellent. So hands or elbows here, squeeze the ball in tight, inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, touch. Exhale, lift, inhale, touch. Nice little lifts here. So again, slow and controlled. Extra little squeeze at the top, squeezing abs in tight, of course, pulling out of the shoulders. So you really, really want to feel the abs on this one. If you feel more of the supporting glute than the active one, it's probably just a sign that the glutes are a little sleepy. They need a little wake-up call. So the more you do these sorts of unilateral exercises, the more that they will wake up and you'll be able to fire the active side. Just takes a bit of time. The ball helps as well. I'd be surprised if you didn't feel the active side of that ball there. And go for 3, 2, keep it up on 1, and little tiny pulses here. If you're hearing noises in the background, the cats are in the business of creating mischief and mayhem. The usual. I don't know how they can possibly be creating mischief and mayhem with this heat. Yeah, apparently they're not too bothered by heat. And give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This is where it gets real on these squeezes. So it will be sort of a crampy feeling. Don't fight that feeling. Don't fight it. That's what we're after. We want that kind of crampy feeling. That's the hamstring at work. Go hamstring, go. You can do it. Go for 4, 3, 2, elbows a little soft, and 1, and then 1 pulse, 1 squeeze. lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. Don't think of it as a drop then lift. Sometimes I'll see people do like a lift. That's not a lift, that's a drop. So it's lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. Go from your highest point to actually a little bit higher. But start where you think the highest point is, so it's always a lift up, not a drop down. That is a cheat. A cheat if ever I did see one. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead, bring it down to the side. This is where it starts to get a little hard for me to keep the ball in place because my leg is a bit slippery. So, little modified pretzel position here. We're on the forearm again. Hand, knee, ankle, one straight line, hips are stacked. Inhale, touch knee, exhale, lift. Inhale, touch, exhale, lift. Now I have cat hair stuck all over my legs. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Keep lifting here. So feeling a nice burn through the lower body. Our next destination is going to be upper body and core, and then we'll wrap things up with abs. So we are hitting every part just using this ball. Obviously, if you don't have a ball, you could be using like a cushion right now. You can actually do it. You can do all this with a weight too. You just squeeze in on the weight. I've done these series with weights as well. In some ways it's easier because it's easier to grip. In other ways it's harder because it's heavier, so there is more resistance. But you can give it a whirl. If you want to just mix things up a little bit. Use what you have and keep it up. Little tiny pulses. Oh, that's getting so sweaty. It's getting hard to hold it there. That feeling. Keep pushing out of that left shoulder. Keep pulling navel in tight. So everything is active here as we pulse and pulse and pulse some more. Forever, forever and ever. Welcome back. Welcome back, buddy. Hi there. Hi. I know. It's all so exciting, isn't it? Hello. And go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in on that ball. Lick, 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 says Leo. I know you like the taste of mom's sweat, don't you? Gross. They like to run around outside, but we've got them closed off because heat. Because we're in our fortress of solitude now. They'll go out later, probably run around. They went crazy this morning. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're gonna push back. And back. Back. Leo, for some reason, just really loves guest starring in these videos. Because he'll be, like, he's been sleeping. He's been in the corner sleeping. And then as soon as, like, light and camera gone, lights, camera, action, Leo thinks. He was made for the spotlight. I should just become a stage mom, really. And go for 3, 2, 1. Final one there. It's gonna be 1 lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. I kind of wish I was doing this with a weight right now because it would be less slippery. That's what makes it honestly the hardest, I think. Just try to keep it there. If you need to adjust, just take a little adjust as necessary. There we go. Now I'm gonna get a grip on it. Really shoved it in. Go for 5, 4, 3. Are we burning? I hope so. 2, 1. There we go. Okay. Ball, nice sweaty ball that can go. Go away. Just go away. Just go away. Go somewhere. I don't care where you go. Go away. Okay. So hey, guess what's making a comeback? Planks. Planks, planks, planks. So we're going to start with an up, down here, Leo permitting. So you can start from the hands, either modifying from the knees, so in a plank on the knees, or all the way up on the toes. You're going to lead, we'll start with the left hand. So you're going to go down to the left elbow, down to the right elbow, look at where your elbows are, and then press up, back up. Okay, so it's down, down, lift up, up. Keeping hips as steady as possible, down, down. So palms are always touching where the elbows were. Hands should not be too far forward. That's the most common mistake I see with these. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Can move back to the mat, there we go. I've been allowed to have my mat back. Here's 3, 2, and 1. I want you to stay in a forearm plank and we'll go straight to a dolphin push-up. So exhale, butt goes back, inhale, shift forward. Exhale back. This too could be done from the knees, so you would just push back here. Good option if you've had a shoulder injury. So if that feels like too much strain on the shoulders, or if you're just starting out, then go on the knees. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna go back into those up downs, this time leading with the right. So we go up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. These are getting me today a little bit. I feel like, have I done a lot of upper body this week? I don't know, maybe. It's kind of getting me. But we must press through. So if you need to drop to the knees, drop to the knees. Do what you need to do to finish this. We've got 4 more. Maybe it's the heat. 2, and the last one, we'll come up to a high plank, and then final little push here. This is a fun one. So if you're doing this for the first time, ignore the cat screeching in the background. If you're doing this for the first time, I do definitely recommend going from the knees. It is a lot of shoulder. It's a lot of shoulder stabilization. So you would start in a plank on the knees. Hands stay where they are. You're just gonna push the butt back. Elbows come down, just in a straight line going back. And you'll just press back up from there. Stack over the wrist again. So that would be your move. So if you wanna go from the knees, keep going there. If you want to try it from the toes, you have 2 options here. So kind of intermediate would be to just do 1 at a time, back up, up, and then hardest is going to be both down into that dolphin, both up into high plank. So pick one of those options. We're down, woo, and up. And these took me a few times, a bit of practice, to get to the doubles. So if you need to modify starting out, do what you need to do. Oof. 4 more. So much shoulder stabilization. So again, if you've had a shoulder injury, I would modify from the knees. 1 more. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And down. Whew, there we go. Go ahead, sit back for a second here. Give the arms, shoulders a little shake out. Yes, that is Leo shouting in the background. And he thinks he wants to go outside in the heat, but he does not really. It gets very, very hot on our patio in the afternoon. So it's for his own good. I know he's shouting, but it's how it has to be. So go ahead, come all the way down to your back, soles of feet together. Knees are just going to be flopping open here. Navel tucked in. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Keep that lower back attached to the floor. Exhale, little crunch toward the heels. Inhale, release. So it's not a full roll up. It's just a little crunch. So little lift. Keep the feet attached to the floor. Knees open. So just dropping open the knees, that helps keep the hips out of it. So if you often use the legs to help with abs, and I mean, to be fair, we all do, The legs are right there. They're a stronger muscle group, so we do kind of use them for an assist. This is a good way to take them out of the equation and really zero in on the abs. A few more here. Here's 3. Keeping these really controlled. 2. Last one you're going to hold. I'm going to pulse it here. So go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So hands now can come to the side. You have a few options. They can come to the side. Ideally, palms facing up. That just helps open across the chest a little bit more. I sometimes like this. Hands just underneath the head to open up the chest, or you could even lift into a crunch position. If you need a little bit more support for the lower back, hands underneath the tailbone. You're creating a little hole to tuck the butt into, and that would be your other option. So any of those options will work. You're going to form a V with the feet, so heels here, toes turned out, knees are still open. You're going to do one lift here, so exhale, lift. Inhale, touch heels to the floor. You go out and in. That's the move. So one lift, touch, out, in. Squeezing navel in tight. Whatever you do, do not let the lower back come off the floor. I have cat hair all over my face as well. Oh my God. They're too snuggly for the level of hot that it is. Few more here. And last one. Out, in, bring it up. Keep the feet up. So if you've had the head lifted, rest it down out. Take hands behind the neck, elbows wide. And we're just gonna do a crunch here with those legs floating. So exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Elbows stay wide, so you're lifting up the abs and not pulling at the neck. I mean, you'll be able to feel if you're doing it correctly because you'll feel the abs rather than the neck. So ask yourself, what do you feel right now? 4 more here. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up there. You're gonna squeeze knees to elbows and then extend the legs all the way long, keeping that V in the feet. Head comes down. So it's a crunch, knees to elbows, extend. Toes still turned out, feet are flexed. You're thinking of touching the backs of the knees together on that extension. And then nice big tuck in. So as always, choose that angle of your extension wisely. If you're going too low, then it's going to strain the lower back. Here's 3. 2. Last one. Keep it long, keep the toes turned out, still lower back is pressing down, and we're gonna do heel taps. So just out and in, out and in. Fairly big ones here, nice controlled speed. Remember to breathe. Sometimes that's harder in the heat. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the heels here. Exhale, lift, double leg lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Again, you could lift to a crunch position if you wanted to on this one. So inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Only going as far down as you can, again, while keeping lower back down. In case you hadn't heard already, and maintaining the same speed throughout. We'll go for 3 more here. And last one. Woo. Knees in, head down if it wasn't already. Give the legs just a little windshield wiper motion. Something side to side here, just to release lower back and hips. We'll take a nice little stretch here. So bring the knees into a tabletop position, and we'll just drop the knees to the right side. So knees to the right, left shoulder blade is going to stay down. You can either do a cactus arm there or extend all the way out straight. Turn and look toward your left. I also like to just bring hand to press down just to give me a little deeper twist here. So you can go as deep into that as you want, as long as the left shoulder blade stays down. One side probably will be a bit easier than the other. This is my easier side, so let's see. We'll bring it through center and drop to the left. Sure, yeah, okay. And then you'll twist and look toward your right. Who doesn't love a twist? Let me know. Let me know. Do you like a twist? Love a good twist. I could stay here all day. Go ahead, come back through center, but we won't. Give it a little shake out. I'm feeling the happy baby today. I'm feeling the happy baby vibes. So go ahead, reach the right hand to the inside of the right knee, outside of the right foot, and you're gonna open up. We'll start with a half happy baby. The left leg can just extend away from you. Make sure lower back stays down so you're not like pulling yourself over like that. You can just take the left hand to the top of the left hip bone as like a little reminder there, and just opening to that one side. And we'll switch. We did a lot of outer thigh and glute and hamstring. So give that a big stretch. But we're not just gonna stick with these half happy babies. Boo, how boring. We've got to do the full happy baby. The full deal. Here we go. Bring that right foot in. Catch the foot. And shazam! There it is. Happy baby. Don't you feel like a happy baby right about now? So make sure that the tailbone is staying down. You don't want to be all the way up here because that's going to defeat the purpose. So press the back totally flat here. Shoulders are down as well. Feet are just up to the ceiling. You can take a little rock here. You can do your little giggle if you want. Such happy baby. That's like my happy baby in heat is what that was. Usually my happy baby's a little bit more energetic, but that's happy baby in heat. And take the soles of feet together. Let the feet just fall back down here. Knees dropping open. Oh. There we go. Knees together. Flip over onto your stomach. And you can take either a Sphinx here, so down on the forearms. That's going to be a little bit milder, but still pressing the chest forward and through. Or if it feels okay for the back, hands underneath shoulders and press up to a cobra, squeezing the glutes tight. Love a good back bend as well. So really expanding across the front of the body. Should feel a nice stretch through the abs, which was the final thing that we worked. And then when you're ready, bring the toes together, knees open wide, press back to a child's pose. Always a good ending point. So a couple nice deep breaths there. You can always give the hips a couple more little wiggles around. And when you're ready, walk the hands back in toward the knees, sit up nice and tall, give the shoulders a final little circle back, and that is you done. So awesome job, you guys. I'm sorry Leo's not here to send you off. I don't know what that's about. He just cut out halfway through, but he's off in the distance. You'll get to see him again. So if you enjoyed this routine, go ahead, let me know by hitting that like button and of course subscribing to catch more routines. I will see you back in the next one. Bye.